Hello, welcome to Sarah Overbooked. I am Sarah, and today I am going over Kurt Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse 5. This is my second Vonnegut book. The first one, Breakfast for Champions, I hated. I'm not even going to beat around the bush. I did not like that book at all. So I was giving him a second chance with this one, which was the one that I wanted to read the most of his. And I'm about 24% of the way through it now. It's a short book. I'm on chapter 3, and I'm still slightly confused on what's going on. So this part of the review is going to be short and probably a little confusing. But we are following Billy Pilgrim, who is time traveling, I guess. He's going from scenes in World War II to scenes in 1961 to scenes later on in his life where his daughter is yelling at him because he's writing letters and telling people about being abducted by aliens. So far, yeah, we learn about Billy Pilgrim in the war, how he was in World War II. We learn how he became an optometrist. He got married, had a daughter, his wife passed away, and he starts telling people that he was abducted by aliens. What are their names? It starts with a T. I forgot about that part. Billy Pilgrim was unstuck in time. The Tralfamadore. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that, but that is the race, I guess, of aliens that Billy was abducted by. We also got a small story about, well, in the first chapter, we're following somebody who is a veteran of World War II who is going to write a book about the war, and he's going to see his war buddy reminisce, talk about the war. He brings his daughter and his daughter's friend along with him, and he travels to his friend's. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in this book right now. Chapter 1 was about an author who is going to write a book about the war. At the end of it, he does write the book, and it's very short and how did he describe it? Short and jumbled, because there's nothing intelligent to say about a massacre. So, it's not about the war, it's about the bombing of Dresden. So he's writing a book about the bombing of Dresden, and it ends up being short and jumbled and jangled, because there is nothing intelligent to say about a massacre. So that is basically chapter 1, which I guess is the author of the rest of it, because chapter 1 ends with, I've finished my war book. The next one I write is going to be fun. This one is a failure. It had to be, since it was written by a pillar of salt. It begins like this. Listen, Billy Pilgrim has become unstuck in time. It ends like this. Poo-tea wheat. Chapter 2 starts, listen, Billy Pilgrim has come unstuck in time. So I guess what I'm reading now is this guy's book. And yeah, it's slightly confusing to me at this moment. Chapter 2 so far has been following Billy Pilgrim, all the stuff I said earlier. But yeah, that's 24% in, and hopefully, I mean, it's better than Breakfast for Champions, because I don't hate it. I don't not hate it, though, so we'll see what happens. I'll continue reading and we'll see what happens. That's all I can say. Hello, back again to talk about Slaughterhouse 5. Let's see. So at 50% in the book, I didn't have much more to say, so I didn't record anything. It's still jumping timelines in Billy's life, some of the sections, and they're not even full sections. You get little breaks in each chapter, and each one is different. So yes, it's a lot of jumping around, and some of it was about the war, what he did during the war, before the war, after the war, during his time when he was on the planet with the aliens that abducted him. What were their names again? I can't pronounce it, so I don't know why I'm gonna try. I know he went back at the end. Let's see if I can pronounce this. Trelfamador, something like that. I can't pronounce it. You can see it there, the first word. So yeah, that's where I was at about 50%. And then Kilgore Trout came up. And if you don't know, or you haven't read Breakfast for Champions, he was in that book, and I disliked that book so much, it just pulled me right out of the story when his name came up. Brought bad memories, and yeah, that took me right out of this one. But hey, the two books are connected. He was in the second half of this book, not as much as he was in Breakfast for Champions, but he was in this one too. Same guy, same author. He wasn't as annoying, so after the first couple of times that his name was in here, I did get back into the story, but it just kept reminding me of that book that I really, really, really did not like. But there were some very poignant lines in here scattered throughout, like, let's see. We've had to imagine the war here, and we have imagined that it was being fought by aged men like ourselves. We had forgotten that wars were fought by babies. When I saw those freshly shaved faces, it was a shock. My God, I said to myself, it's the Children's Crusade. And then there's also the flaw in the Christ stories, said the visitor from outer space, was that Christ, who didn't look like much, was actually the son of the most powerful being in the universe. Readers understood that, so when they came to the crucifixion, they naturally thought, and Rosewater read it out loud again, oh boy, they sure picked the wrong guy to lynch that time. And that thought had a brother. There are right people to lynch. Who? People not well connected. And as you know, I am from a planet that has been engaged in senseless slaughter since the beginning of time. I myself have seen the bodies of schoolgirls who were boiled alive in a water tower by my own countrymen, who were proud of fighting pure evil at the time. And I have lit my way in a prison at night with candles from the fat of human beings who were butchered by the brothers and fathers of those schoolgirls who were boiled. Earthlings must be the terrors of the universe. If other planets aren't now in danger from Earth, they soon will be. So tell me the secret so I can take it back to Earth and save us all. How can a planet live in peace? Those are just a few that I outlined. Some paragraphs thrown in there that provoke thoughts, basically. So, yeah. There's lots of jumping around due to Billy's time travels, and it made the reading very segmented for me. It was hard to keep with the story because you're jumping from one time to another time, the 60s to the war, to you're on a different planet. It was much better than Vonnegut's other book that I read, but this was basically just an average read for me. It was too much jumping around, in my opinion, just an average read. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. It was too segmented for me. That's really all I can say about that. It's too much jumping around. So basically, after reading this one, I doubt I will be going out of my way to read any more Vonnegut unless somebody really, really recommend something to me. One of my worst books of the year last year, and then one average book. I probably won't be searching anymore out for him. And there you have it. That is my review of Slaughterhouse 5 by Kurt Vonnegut. I know a lot of people are not gonna like my opinion about it, and then there's a lot of people that will agree with my opinion. So it is what it is, and I will see you next time.